All right. Coach Mike here, Wrestling Mindset. We're out at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. We're with Coach Valentin Kalika, one of the Olympic coaches for this past Rio Olympics. Coach, which athletes do you work with right now?
Right now I'm working with Helen Marus and Elena Perishkova, both Olympian in Rio.
So, Coach Helen obviously had a breakout year this past year. She finished as an Olympic champion and, really put women's wrestling back on the map and was had a very impressive performance. What about her mindset during training and during competition separates her, do you feel like, from other athletes?
Helen deeply believed that she can win and she'll do everything possible and impossible, and so she believed in her training, she believed in herself, she believed in me. It was good experience when your student really believe in you 100%, and more importantly, she believes in God. She trusts God, and she gives everything in His hands.
It seems like she put a lot of faith and a lot of trust in you, and put a lot of faith and a lot of trust in God, and it led her very far. How would you, Coach? What would you say is, mindset-wise, is the most important thing that an athlete can have, whether it be Helen, whether it be anybody, wrestlers that are listening? What do you feel like is the most important mindset aspect of a wrestler?
It's a big question, and it's hard to answer short, but from my experience, world championships and Olympics, like what I see from my own experience, if I would put number one, it's ability to overcome difficulties. I mean, people probably think about toughness and so on, aggressiveness, but again, it's ability to become difficulties during the training, during the cutting weight, during the match, when you're losing match, when you lost match and wrestle next match, when you lost tournament, and Helen case, when she lost 2012, she didn't make Olympics, and she came back and she won 2016. Things like that separate great athlete from the athlete. That's my opinion.
Was there at any point that she doubted herself that she wasn't going to be an Olympic champion?
Could you say it again?
Was there at any point where you feel like during the Olympic Games that she... That's right, we can edit that out. I'm going to ask you another question. During the Olympic Games, obviously everybody remembers her performance against Yoshida. However, a lot of people overlook one of the matches earlier in the tournament where she was losing against North Korea. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was a scary moment, and before Olympics, she had a hard time. We went to Poland, and the things didn't work the way she would expect to work when she wrestled live with a lot of tough girls. And we talked about believing in her training and believe what you do. And I told her, you just gotta be patient, you just gotta be focused, and you just believe in yourself. It could happen in 5 minutes 55 seconds or 5 minutes 59 seconds when you're gonna win a match. And so she deeply believed so, and that's what happened. That was really big test when she was losing Korea. I believe it was like 4-1, and it's a literally last minute, and Karen just did what she did. She was aggressive all those 5 minutes, just believed what she was doing, didn't change anything, and things started happening. So, first takedown was when it was like 5 minutes 10 seconds, and then was another takedown, and then there was another takedown, and for that moment, I deeply believe that she's gonna win an Olympic gold. I mean, I believe that she's gonna win Olympics anywhere, but this time I said, this girl came for the Olympic gold. Period.
Okay. Well, thanks, Coach, for your time. I really appreciate it, and best of luck over the next 4 years with your athletes. Thank you.
Thank you.